Hi everybody, it's Colin here from Woodthorp International. We've got a Coronation Class steam engine and the Class 20 underground. They're going to do a demonstration of showing the Y in action under the mountain. Now, this is why I wanted it in, because I used to live near one and I just used to, I thought it's an easy way of turning American one cab and locos around, even to make up sets where there's more than one at the end of the day. And I'm just getting iTrain to do it. I just wanted to see how efficient it was for going from one track to the other, changing directions. It's just on a track route and it just works great, as you'll see. Generally, I will be just turning them around because unless I actually tell iTrain to do it, it doesn't know that I want to put a certain loco on. Like at the end of the day, no one knows what they want to pull anything until they actually put it onto the track. So, and I might want to swap tracks and stuff like that. So this is what I'm wanting to do it, for me to do it, while iTrain is taking care of other things like running trains around the actual circuit. So the steam engine is going to do its demonstration first, then the Class 20. So what other things have I been up to? Well, it's all down this area. I've done a little bit more of the rocks. Not much, but a little. I need to start making some more because I've probably put on about a couple of hundred since I started doing this area again. But what I've been doing is weathering some of the points. I've been filling the gaps in where the sleepers should be. So where there's gaps like that, they've been filled in. Those have been done over there. Got to carry on with this. And then I've weathered basically from the points round to there. This track I've still got to do, and that one, no, not that one, this one, but these two have been weathered before I actually laid them. So, but the weathering is done with that area and being cleaned and raring to go. But I've got a long way to go with the weathering and stuff. So that's the main thing I've been up to. So I hope you enjoyed the little bit of running, changing the locos around. Well, I've just been speed measuring this, and Ian from Ian's Engage in his last video was showing an A4 which is tender driven through with the drive shaft, what you can see spinning there, and we were talking about it and saying how poor they ran. Now I forgot I had this, and I've just been speed measuring it, and this is running at 0.63 miles an hour, and they do get it right sometimes. And I had the same problem with an A4, and they couldn't repair it, and then they ran out and they couldn't resupply it, and then I had another one, and that's in spare box that only lasted a few years. It never did run perfect, and not as good as this. And the top speed of this whole class is 90 miles an hour, and it does it easy, and a very, very nice slow speed, as he was told when he bought his A4, super creep. Well, this one definitely does it. but his didn't. I've just got this Coronation Class out, and I'm just in the process of speed measuring. I'm on the lowest speed, and I thought the whole class was slow, but this is incredibly slow, and I can't make it go any slower because it's on speed step 1 and the CV is set to 1. So there's no chance of it going any slower, but that is very, very slow. And this one has sound, does this one? Anyway, it's only got to get to that joint there. I'll go and make myself a cup of tea, I think. So we're just going to do an automated turnaround. It wants to go the other way, and it'll stop about there somewhere. So we'll just press play. So we'll go back out the other way now. And once it gets onto that straight bit of track, it'll stop. All the points will change, and then it'll set off. And as I said, it'll stop here. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I told it to go to this track to have a ride out. I'll put this on as an extra. A10 is this block, and I said stop in A10. It works better when you've got a better memory, doesn't it? And that's it turned around. So here's the class 20 waiting, and because it's got one cab at one end, they used to use these Ys to turn them around. So again, I'm just going to let iTrain do it, but like I said before, I'll be doing it because it's something I wanted in for turning when other things are happening. So again, it'll stop on the straight. And I could vary the length of time it waits in each place before changing points and moving on and things like that, but I've just done it at what it wants to pick. And this is going to stop round where roughly that steam engine stopped. I remembered this time about it going on to block 10. Sounds lovely. This is just memories, is hearing this whistling noise from where I used to live. I could hear these. Just love it. And that's it facing the other way and on the correct side of the road for it. So thanks very much for watching, and there'll be another update next week. Bye for now. Bye.